Hello to all of you who watch this video. My name is Fauziah Ismail and I'm the Head Director of Criminal Intelligence Analyst of Mission Possible Company. So let's start with my presentation. What is Criminal Intelligence Analyst? Criminal intelligence itself means information compiled, analyzed, and disseminated in an effort to anticipate, prevent, or monitor criminal activity. So we can conclude that criminal intelligence analyst is the person who gathers this data. Our departmental objective is to increase our links to trusted informant. So what do our department do? Under our department, we have sub-teams of forensic scientists. First, we should know what is forensic. Forensic, by its simplest definitions, means the application of scientific techniques and principles to the law. And we have criminal scene investigator and criminalist. Crime scene investigator is the person who documents the scene of the crime. Crime scene investigation is all about documenting the scene of the crime, such as taking photos, looking for hairs, blood, and other piece of evidence that might point to a suspect or help to formulate a theory of what events took place. Once the crime scene investigator documents the scene and collect useful evidence, it is taken to the lab to be analyzed by another party. This another party is the criminalist. This is the person who analyzes the evidence collected from the crime scene. So, our job purpose is to analyze, interpret crime data in order to determine criminal patterns which can help predict future crimes. So, what is crime data? From the name itself, we can know that crime data is the criminal records. And we can gather crime data from field observation, confidential information sources, and public records. In order to determine criminal patterns, we can help to predict future crime and effectively enforcing the law. There are three types of data, which is first tactical, then strategical, and administrative data. What is technical data? Technical data concerned with immediate and high-level threats, such as murderers, theft, rape, and abduction. And then next we have strategical data, which focus on properly deploying and utilizing law enforcement officers. Then the last one, administrative data, concentrates on supplying the heads of law enforcement agencies with their findings and making sure that the agents have the resources or equipment they need to perform their jobs. What is our duties and responsibilities? Every company, every department have duties and responsibilities, so this is ours. First, we investigate, gather, analyze, and interpret crime data. We can use information such as receipts, insurance information, and other accounts to create a database of criminal activity. These databases must be updated and maintained in order for them to be effective. Second is to prepare maps, graphs, and reports to determine patterns and trends in crime. This can be used to predict future crimes. We can use the help of computer mapping software to track criminal activities and statistics to create suspect profiles to hopefully identify suspects for arrest. The data is used to help identify characteristics that are similar for multiple criminal acts. The third one is to ensure that officers are always informed of crime statistics and patterns. That is by always updating the data for them. The fourth one is to identify areas that need additional attention. This is to be able to send agents and detectives or crime scene investigators to do their job. And then the fifth one is to identify equipment needs for the department. Why do we do this? Is to help the finance department to develop appropriate budget. And for additional information, we don't finance all the equipment using only internal source of finance. We also get government subsidies. In effort to reduce criminal rates, some law enforcement agencies, including us, are receiving more funding to allow for more crime analyst position. Then next we have to decide where detective and crime scene investigators should focus their efforts. And then plan effective strategy for agents that do not infringe the law. And then the next one is to determine training method use. And by doing so, we can give inputs to the Human Resource Department or HRD. And the last one is to provide special reports on crime prevention by creating reports and recommendations for crime prevention and response techniques from the data collection. And the last one is to research long-term problems. Then, our members are qualified and suitable for this job, and our subordinates are those who have, first, a private detective license, then, at least a bachelor's degree in areas such as criminal justice, criminology, psychology, sociology, and forensic science. And then, they should also have knowledge of law enforcement, the criminal justice system, and statistical method. And then, excellent communication skills. This is for telling the plan to agents, analytic results, timeline, and etc. Then the last one, and the most important one, they should have strong critical thinking skills in order to accurately analyze and interpret data. Next is our working conditions. There are two kinds of working conditions we should know before applying to this job, which is we need to have high flexibility. Due to irregular working hours, analysts' work in the office is divided into two shifts, which are the day and night shift. In order to keep the data up to date and analyze any crime reports immediately, as crime can happen anytime. And then we should know that our safety is at risk. And as an analyst who work in a detective agency, we have to be aware that we are dealing with criminals and our safety is at risk. We must be willing to work under pressure, helping to protect the country while not disclosing our role to friends and family. This job is not looking for recognition or glory. And the last one is physical requirements. We need to have any martial arts basic. It can be anything from taekwondo or karate. And then strong immune system, especially those in the crime lab analyst team. So that's all from me, and thank you for watching this video and keep this information secret. Goodbye.